Dwayne here, Phoenix Typewriter.com. Looking at an IBM Selectric here today, and it was doing something a little funky I haven't seen in a while, but it's common. And that is the return was cycling and returning or indexing more often than it should. That's this cam right here. So here's what it's doing. So that's the return cam. But every once in a while it would double up like that, right there. And I was like, oh, let's start looking at what's wrong. And I started looking at some basics, and then I realized what it was. And what it was is right here. We're almost looking at it. This is going to be a tough one to get in here, the camera, but we'll try. Get some more room on the bench here. Running out of room. Slide this thing over some more. Okay, this is called a support bearing. Let me get us something to poke with here. So this part right there is a support bearing, and it's only on the 15-inch models. What that does is keep this shaft here from flexing during operation. And it's loose. This collar's loose. It's hard to tell that it's loose, but it shouldn't be flopping around at all. And it is. It's got some movement here. This one thing these have to be done is these also bind up. They get the oil that gets coagulated in there. That's already been flushed out, but it's loose. And when it's loose, there you can kind of see it moving around. It will flex, and it won't let the latches restore. And the way you can reproduce that is if there's any resistance on the roller up here, like if this collar is frozen, or maybe even if you're just sticking in something thicker in the roller and it's got more resistance, that's what causes that bind up. So it's on right now and it's going to work, but if I give this any resistance, it doubles up. See that? It shouldn't really do that, but it's because that shaft is flexing right there. So this is a pretty simple adjustment. It's just going to be hard to do on camera, but I'm going to try to get this. So all I got to do with this one is get a screwdriver down in here behind this plastic bracket here, and you got to prop your screwdriver back there. You got to loosen the nut here and force that plastic bracket against the metal bushing right there, and it should be tight, which it is right there. So then make sure this thing's in focus, sort of. Still hard to see with the camera there, but then you stick your nut driver on there and tighten that up, and all should be good. Simple as that. It needs to be tight, but not too tight. Shouldn't be any play here on it. So let's see if that's solved. Yeah, see, I'm holding the same tension up here. Oh, there it did it. I really held it though. Yeah, it's pulling right through now. So there was a little gap between the bushing and the bracket there. There needs to be no gap right here. It's a flat piece that runs against this piece here. No gap at all. So that will solve a few problems. As you know, everything it's got to be in order in these IBMs or they don't work right, and they can cause multiple different, or the same problem can have multiple fixes. Most of the time when the return doesn't latch up, it's one of these latches underneath here. One of these guys down here isn't latching up. Either that or up here where it latches up here. But this case, it turned out to be the bushing there. That's why it's difficult to analyze machines without a visual inspection, because it can be multiple things causing the same problem. All right. Good day.